Hello, everybody, and welcome to the newest indoor adventure in the Orrery of the Wanderer. Oh, it's a new series. So that means part one. The name of today's episode is Right Place, Wrong Heroes. Today is June 25th, 2020, and you are loved. And that is a very important thing that we like to remind each and every single one of our viewers and listeners at the beginning of each and every single one of our games. If this is your first time tuning in, consider checking out our backlog of shows up at youtube.com/indooradventures or anywhere where podcasts are made available for free. And speaking of things that are being made available for free, if you go to patreon.com/indooradventures, you can find yourself listening to our after show called Nights in the Courtyard, where we answer questions not only from the community but also from each other. So if you have any questions, you can either ask us on Twitter using the hashtag Tyrant Sec. You can either tag us. All of our Twitter links are in the layout of this video, as well as you can join us on Discord. That's actually the easiest way to do that. And you can find the link to that in either the description below or off to the side chat, which can be pulled up just using !Discord. So that's a good time. Speaking of a good time, hey, if you already support us on Patreon and Twitter and Twitch, and all those things, but you're looking for other ways to help support the show, look no further than our merch store. You can go to indooradventure.redbubble.com. We got t-shirts, we got posters, we got mugs, we got throw pillars, and now we even have face masks. So if you would like to, stay safe as well as praise the Queen of Dragons, Tiamat herself, that design, of course, was made by our very own Cyberwolf1201, and all of the proceeds are going to be going to COVID-19 research. So, is good. Is a good thing. But that is it for my spiel. So, let's get into this. So, we're going to be starting off. Satan, who are you playing today? You're muted.
I was muted. Hi. It's a great way to start off the show. I am Satan, and I'll be playing Vi, the Bard serial widower.
All right, and Ethan, who are you playing?
Hi, I'm Ethan. I am playing Alellen, the Vidalcan wizard and accountant.
All right, and GB?
Greybeard Tavern, and tonight I'll be playing Hu'Gurk, the Bugbear Ranger.
And tonight I shall be playing as Connie Adler, war cleric, who uses she/her. And then Cyber, take us away.
And I am... Who am I? Who am I really? Y'all, I'm so fucking nervous.
You are everyone else.
I am Arjan Yodaris, CFO and founder of Tyrant Security. I am also Cyberwolf1201 of Jabroni TV and Cyberwolf1201. But today I am Connor. I use he, him pronouns, and I'm going to run a game of Dungeons and Dragons for my friends. So a couple of housekeeping things, because this is our, first episode. We are going to be running Orrery of the Wanderer. It is an adventure in the Acquisitions Incorporated's book, but it's going to be modified a little bit because we are going to be running it in Indoor's homebrew world, which that's where the Monday night show takes place in. So yeah, it's going to be a real fun and exciting time. Without much further ado, let's do some shit. So we're going to start off in the southernmost city, military fort on the continent of Illyria. It's called Fort Barris. This fort, once serving as the military outpost that keeps the rest of the continent of Illyria safe from the conflict stirring in the Warring Kingdoms to the south. It has grown into a sort of civilian mixing pot, melting pot, having had to shelter all the refugees coming up from the Warring Kingdoms. Right now, this military fort, this city that's grown up in the military fort, is ruled by 3 generals. who I have. General Jamad Badru, a high elf. General Duala Morgren, an orc. And General Diedrin Gavarn, a dwarf. This council of 3 generals has kept order within the city for a long time, but now there is a new player trying to gain power in the city. Right now, you are in the head office of this individual. 3 of you are. And as you each make your way up to a reception desk, a wood elf woman says, "Oh yeah, yes, go sit down with the others. Arjan will be out in a moment." And she brings you to this conference room with this very small table that is lined with a tray of fruits, cheeses, a water cooler. This is just, this is a conference room that's going to have the most stuffy business meeting that you can possibly imagine. So as our final person enters this room, we have all 3 of you here together. Connie, can you describe what the other 2 see?
So Connie is a literal starry-eyed youth. Looking at her eyes, it just looks like small galaxies. She has a big smile on her face, a little bit of a wider nose, and stands roughly around 5'6". She has very dark brown hair with reddish highlights, a very tasteful scarf on, and is wearing the litany of some sort of deity. She's rather proud in its appearance, and it looks almost like a very long triangle that is this blood reddish color. She is just very excited to be here. She's kind of looking around, a little bit nervous. She's never really had a job before necessarily, and even though they are being moved into the next room, you can see her like mouthing along to something, and if anyone is paying close enough attention, she is like singing herself an encouraging song, because she is just very nervous. This is her first job that she's ever applied for, and she was told that, like, you'll probably get it, but there's still that small chance that she won't, and she's very nervous about it. And yeah, she is light pink skin, freckles along the bridge of her nose, and a set of twin pinkish horns that also extend from the front area of her head, so not like temples or anything like that. It is very much, they just sort of grow up, and she is, again, nervous but excited.
Right. And right now, Connie, you see across the table, Vi. Can you describe your character?
Yes, I can. Vi is a drow woman, a dark Seldari, deep Seldari, and she stands about 5'10". She's very well put together. Her hair is nice and shiny, and she has a very fancy a hair piece that is of a spider with a red ruby as the body of the spider. She's wearing very nice, deep purple clothing with gold lining, and a very nice silk shirt underneath. She has grayish purple skin with bright red eyes, but if you look, they have little hearts in them if you look really closely. Her ears are decorated with beautiful jewelry, and she's almost looking down at the cheese tray and the fruit that are on the table. And she just sits with her legs crossed against the chair and just looking at her nails, kind of looking at the people around her, but then just examining her nails, her impeccable manicured nails.
Right. And Hu'Gurk, let's talk about it.
All right. Hu'Gurk is 7.5 feet tall bugbear. and he's wearing a nice shirt that the collar popped, but he's a bugbear, so the sleeves are way too short. And he's handsome for a bugbear, and he's got red and black fur. He's kind of got tiger stripe kind of thing going on in his fur. And he looks at the food and then looks at the other guys and looks at the food like, is this a trap? Because they haven't eaten any. And so he's afraid that if he eats any, it's the wrong thing to do here at this job interview. So he's just kind of keeps eyeballing the food, but doesn't say anything.
Also, GB, somebody was gifted a sub. Our dear friend Koss gifted Phoenix Vic a sub in chat. Would you like to demonstrate what happens when people receive subs on this channel while you're here?
Whilst I'm on the channel, I take this maul and I hit that guy in the face.
Such a
The most satisfying bong.
I love the clang, the bong. It's great.
Second most satisfying bong.
Later,
So-
dude.
So even though you've all been sitting here in this conference room for what's getting to be a nervously long time, you feel like your inquiries into opportunities within the Tyrant Security group have gone a little bit better than you've hoped. The person who brought you to this conference room, everybody who was walking by in the halls, everyone has treated you pretty kindly, maybe even with a little bit of deference. And you're still here being asked to speak with Arjan Yodaris, the founder of the mercenary organization. So, I mean, it's interesting. And as this thought starts to creep into some of your heads, the room goes pitch black. Now we're going to leave this scene to visit the back room of a tavern. As a winged reptilian devil approaches the table in the back room, we see two figures sitting alone. One, a woman in a leather hooded jacket, her dark hair and the bottom of her face barely visible, just peeking out of this hood. She reaches an amber hand out to her drink, silent, waiting for her companion to speak. Alellen, can you describe yourself?
Now I can describe myself that I'm not muted.
Oh,
So
also,
Alellen,
sorry. Everybody besides Alellen, take a point of inspiration. Go ahead,
but yeah,
Alellen.
Alellen is about 6 feet tall. I think his indoor described as a resting Vidalcan face, and he just seems generally unenthused about everything that's happening all the time. And the only way you know he feels something is the giant vein on his forehead that just pulses as he's generally annoyed, depending. Most of the time people are annoying, but yeah, he's very stiff, and he has his blue skin, he's hairless, and he has these long green robes that are very dark. He's just very stiff and proper, and just always kind of sits with very good posture and just assesses the room.
And Alellen, what your companion, who her name is Kara, has summoned you here for is to make an insurance query. Specifically, there is an adventure group on their way to take a job in Fort Barris, and Kara wants to know how they'll affect things for your mutual interests. How do you make this sort of insurance query? What's your tool set?
The tool set is mostly so Alon's definitely that guy that shows up at your office and he sits in the conference room for a few weeks. If it's somebody who works out in the field, he's out there with them, and just kind of watches them do their job, helps them do their job if it has to happen. But yeah, and then just sort of says, well, they're competent, or no, they're not competent, and sort of assesses their value as far as the company's concerned.
Well, your assessment for this group is that things don't look good. Now, as you relay this, shame. There's a pause, and the most despair-inducing feeling just washes over you.
Oh yes, the corporate despair.
That little bit of corporate despair. Looks like I need you for something else, Alellen. Neil, take Alellen to Fort Barris. From your companion's shadow, cast on the wall by the candle that's on your table, another reptilian figure steps out, their face stern but bored, accented by a pair of silver spectacles balancing on their draconic snout. We're going to go back to the conference room. Also, Alellen, take a point of inspiration. It's my game. We get this shit out like candy.
Can we say most of the food is now gone?
Absolutely. The room has just gone black. And before too long, this black-scaled reptilian steps into the room, as does, and they appear with Alellen, the figure described before. Right. And quickly disappears. And before too much longer, another black-winged scaled reptilian man steps into the room. Apparently we have a lot of these. Just from his walk across the room to sit down at the table with you, a couple of things catch your attention. This 7-foot-tall dragonkin has 2 massive leathery wings and a tail dragging against the floor as he makes his way to you. His eyes look like it's taking great effort to keep open, but there's this faint caustic yellow glow emitting from his irises. And he takes a very, very long sip out of a coffee mug. Thank you for answering my call so quickly. Whenever the earthquake struck the city 2 days ago, the damage was limited, but a sinkhole opened up a fissure beneath an abandoned warehouse near the eastern gate. 2 of General Morgan's watch guards entered the fissure to investigate, but never came out. They're now feared dead, and the generals have asked me to take over the investigation, but my schedule is complicated at the moment. So I'm delegating that job to you. As an experienced adventuring group, I have no doubt that you can handle this task. And before he can continue, from the next room, you hear what at first is a soft cry of a baby. And then this dragonborn, Arjan, he winces and then hurriedly drops a hefty bag of coins on the table. The pay is 500 gold for the group with a 20% commission going to Tyrant Security as the broker. Go to the warehouse next to Jolly's Lamp Emporium down by the stables, and then the cry starts to get louder. Tell the watch guards stationed there that I sent you. Explore the fissure, learn the fate of the guards who went missing, and then come back to me with signed watch papers confirming your completed work. Now there's a second cry joining the first, and Arjan quickly gets up. Excuse me. And quickly leaves the room.
As he leaves, Vi's gonna put her hand on the bag of money and just take it. Group treasure.
Connie has a small notebook that she just seems to keep on her at all times. And she says, all right, so we needed to get signed papers from the watch, investigate the abandoned house. I don't know how to spell any of those people's names. I'm just going to talk to the guard man in my note. Who... Did I miss something?
I have no idea. I was looking at the bag of money.
What?
Look for the dudes, and then tell the watch, and then come back.
Okay, so look for the missing guards. I think.
Tell Watch where they're on business for him. I'm not sure.
I didn't catch his name.
His Arjan?
Oh, so that's Mr. That makes more sense. Okay.
Yeah, it's like I like babies, but I couldn't eat 2 of them. That'd be too much.
Huh?
Well, he's gonna eat those babies. He must have been really hungry.
I don't think he's going to. That seems a little drastic. I don't know, maybe. I grew up in a pretty strange environment. But I think he didn't look like he had a hungry vibe going on. He looked like he had like a really tired vibe. Tell Watch we are working for Mr. Arjan.
That seemed very sudden and very confusing. As you turn and see who is addressing you at the moment, the same dragon devil who brought Alellen here appears to be speaking up. So His Grace has offered you a job, and I'm getting the sense that you aren't the adventurers he thinks you are. Is this correct?
This is my first job I've ever had. I'm very excited to be here.
Yes, I got confused at the part where he said experienced adventurers. I've never done this before.
Well, if I may be so bold, take the job. If you can pull it off, you're certain to impress the right people. And Alellen, would you accompany and assist these adventurers for the time being? Your experience will add some legitimacy to this situation.
I'm sure. Are you sure?
Well, this is what Kara sent you here for, is it not?
She didn't say. I was hoping maybe we were going next door, or these fine people were in my conference room before I get started on some paperwork.
That's certainly possible. I'll go check for you. And in every single light in the conference room is once again snuffed out as it goes pitch black, and this Abishai disappears.
Oh my god, I love when they do that.
I don't understand. They could just use the door.
Yeah, but if you had powers that allowed you to not use the door, why would you ever bother with doors again?
That's very true.
Yeah.
You're smart. I like you.
Why, thank you. That's awful kind of you.
That's definitely a word.
Oh my.
Well, I don't think I actually got your name. What's your name?
Vi. And she'll put her hand out like like as if to as you would a very high society woman to shake and kiss. Syria, just Vi.
Well, my name's Connie Adler, and it is a pleasure to meet you. And she just like full grabs your hand, vigorous shake.
Oh.
You can tell like her palms like if it wasn't gloved, you're guessing it would be a little sweaty.
You are definitely full of something.
I'm just excited to be here.
I can tell that. Mm.
And what about you, Mr. Tall Man? And she
Oh.
points towards Hu'Gurk.
So I'm Hu'Gurk. You can just call me Gurk. It's cool. And a massive paw comes over to you.
And she just like reaches out and extends, and there's a massive height difference between Connie and Hu'Gurk.
And literally, it's an uncomfortable, like behind Vi kind of thing, and like 6 feet of arm comes over.
Excuse me.
Oh, sorry, Vi.
Well,
Right.
my name. And what about you? I don't think I've ever seen anybody like you before. She motions towards you.
Me neither.
Yeah, towards the blue.
I'm
fellow.
Alellen. I'm from corporate. Hopefully we don't need to get too well acquainted. I should be on my way soon.
What? Oh my God! Are you like our supervisor? Are we gonna like really get to know you? Like you're gonna be like our pit boss? Like if somebody comes by, you'll speak for all of us? Like that kind of thing?
I sure hope not.
Oh.
And your name was...
I heard Allen, so that's what I'm gonna write down.
Oh,
Alellen.
yeah. Allen,
Allen.
okay.
L-Vi Connie. Got it.
That's actually not too distasteful. Al's fine, sure.
Right. So, what did we have to do again? Did anybody take notes? I didn't.
We have to look for missing. And then I had to start the next line, and it said, "Tell Watch we are working for Mr. Arjan," and then Alellen is from corporate.
There's something about a fissure in there that I believe you all left out.
A fisherman?
To explore a fissure,
Oh,
Fisher?
a fissure.
as in a large hole in the ground.
Oh,
Big-
I thought you meant a
Fisherman. Me
Yeah.
too. Big fissure. All right.
Oh boy.
And
Right.
in the notes. Got it. All right. Well,
He should really be back any minute, right? Sure.
And at this point, actually, as if right on cue, the Apshai does reappear. No, this is certainly where you're supposed to be.
Great.
So yes, before I take my leave once more, any of you have any questions?
So with this money, it's 500 for the group in total, and 20% of that commission goes to the company.
Yes.
All right. So, is there an incentive to get it done quicker, like a bonus if we do it before the time is up?
Would you like me to put in an inquiry for that? I don't believe
Yes.
anything was discussed for that. Make a
Oh,
persuasion check.
I'm just wondering, sometimes, is he going to be part of this payment? Because I have to add him into that. Because after the 20%, we'll have only 400, and there's 3 of us. Is it 400?
that's a lot of
If-
numbers.
Yes.
If Alellen is helping you with this, then possibly. I don't think any of you are actually. I don't think any of you have actual franchise positions, so I think that would be up to the discretion of your horse person, if one of you decides that that's what you want to be.
Positions now, does that include, is it a one-time thing? Is it a monthly pay? What's the pay rate?
These are all great questions, but I think they're more suited for if you are actually hired for the
Oh.
company. For this particular job, that 20% would just come out of the commission for the job. That 500 gold.
All right.
Oh, wait. How many of us have to come back? Like, you know.
As many as possible. I think it would look a lot better if all 4 of you came back.
Okay.
Though we could split the money even less if just few of us came back.
Again, up to your own discretion. If that is how you decide to split up the money.
The headache.
Right.
All his knuckles, Hu'Gurk's knuckles get cracked.
Anything else?
So is
The
this
dudes. Do the dudes have to come back? Or just figure out what, like, ate them or something?
I believe the job just said to investigate, make sure that there wasn't anything dangerous there, and that everything in the fissure is accounted for. If there are missing people still down there, and they are alive, it would certainly be beneficial to bring them back, but you're under no obligation to do so.
Alive. Got it.
That's up to you, big guy. I'm
Well,
not carrying people.
He said alive, so we'll try.
We will do our best. Connie just has a
Sure.
big smile.
Most definitely. She's just counting the money.
And you can see their reptilian snout just sort of like move just a little bit. It's almost like a smile. Not really. I don't know. Perfect. Well, if there's nothing else, and they pause for a little bit.
Just point us in the right direction.
From the sounds of it, you were headed toward the eastern thoroughfare of the city, towards around Jolly's Lamp Emporium.
Jolly's Lamp Emporium.
I have no idea where that is.
Well, we could ask around and find out.
I know which way east is, and he unerringly points east.
Right.
That will be useful, yeah.
And again, almost hits everyone in the head if he wasn't so tall. The swinging 6-foot arm.
Please do be careful with your long limbs, sir.
All right, for you, Vi.
Right.
If there is nothing else, I will be off, so good luck. And they give a soft bow and once again disappears into the darkness.
That's so cool.
Someday I'm gonna do that.
You think you could? That'd be awesome. Super swell.
Sure. Let's go get this done.
Yes.
So we have to go through some lamp emporium.
We'll do our best. All right, so to the south.
I thought it was east. Wait, no,
East.
west.
It's
He said
east.
Right.
To the east.
Mr. Gurk, please lead us.
He gets up, and as he gets up, he's like totally trying to pull the shirt off, the fancy shirt, but he leaves the tie.
Sir, please. Oh, why are you undressing in front of everyone?
Because that's useless. And he tucks it in a bag, like the whole shirt in like a pouch.
Is he shirtless?
Yeah, I guess for now, until he gets his equipment. So he's just a big fur ball, this big muscular ball of fur.
With a tie. With a tasteful tie.
With a tie.
Remind me of some men when I went to a certain club.
Did we leave our gear somewhere, like in the office, or
No. You have your gear. You have
okay.
all of your stuff.
Okay, all right. Then
He
yeah,
chooses to be shirtless.
then yeah, he'll pull out a chain shirt and pull it on. It obviously was not made for him. He got it from somewhere, and so like it's like all biceps and no sleeves and whatnot.
Right.
So following Gert's lead, you make your way toward the eastern gate, making your way down streets that were once as orderly and disciplined as the armies that maintained the fort. But now, after the years of refugees from the warring kingdoms making a life in and around the fort, you find it a maze of tenements, rough streets, and alleyways. Gert, make a survival check for me.
Sure.
The DC is not going to be very high.
New character, 1 sec. I think I'm +5, +3, so 14.
Okay. Yeah, so you are taking a lot of turns. These streets are not straight in any way, but you get the sense that you are progressing in a more easterly direction. And as you make your way for about like 30 minutes and just keep going street after street, one thing that does catch your attention, a ramshackle stall set up along the street bears a sign that reads Maps and Potions, spelled PoshUns. Working the stall is a filthy but cheerful gnome urchin. Several pieces of parchment are on display at the stall, with 6 small ceramic pots placed next to them.
You want to buy a map? You want to buy a potion?
Oh my god, I would love to. How much are your maps cost?
Well, the maps are 1 gold piece. The potions of healing are 10 gold pieces.
I'll take 1 and 1.
Make an insight check.
Okay.
Everybody can make an insight check.
That's not very good for my first roll, but that's okay. That is a 9.
7.
10.
I'm +3 and I got a 7.
+3 too, and I got a 7.
I'm
Okay.
+5 and I got a 10.
Hey, none of you recognize that there is anything wrong with this small child talking like this.
That's how poor people talk, right?
Now he's probably just been smoking a lot.
All right.
So,
Factory lungs, maybe?
Connie, you said that you were going to buy a map and a potion?
1 map and 1 potion of healing, and I'm going to put potion of healing in some very heavy quotes.
Yeah, that's spelled Poshun.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Potion.
this gnome, his name is Jer. He gives you a piece of parchment with some scribbling of the city on it, and a ceramic pot. And as you look inside the ceramic pot, you do see it is a red liquid.
Perfect.
Definitely a liquid.
Well, that was so nice. Normally those go for way more, but he was selling it. It's such a deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, happy to help.
And now they have the maps laid out, right?
Mhm.
All right. Does it really look like a map of the city?
Roll an insight check. No. Do you have proficiency in like cartography stuff yet?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
No.
Yeah, insight or
Okay.
survival.
All right. Either or does not matter. I rolled a 2, so obviously, even if it doesn't look like the city, it probably looks like the city.
I mean, the city looked like you've been going through like a lot of different like. This place is basically a maze, and you get like a scribble of something that looks like a maze. So you could probably use this.
All right. So, Jer, like, I'm gonna give you like 1, 2, and he counts out 10 coins, and 1 coin. There, and I'll take the Connie deal.
All right.
And you also get a ceramic pot and another piece of parchment. It does not look the same as the one that was given to Connie. Maybe it's because it's just like positioned different. Maybe it's something wrong with like this dude's probably copying them all by hand. I don't know.
Roll it up, tuck it away.
So, you guys lost? Y'all don't need to be like guided anywhere, do you? Because I could do that too.
No, but thank you so much. This map should really clear things out of how far we've gone.
All right. Well, if you need something, holler.
Cool, Jer. Catch you later, dude.
All right. Bye.
And
That child sounded very unhealthy.
Sounded so sick.
Is that not normal?
I thought that was
I
a pretty
don't
cool
know.
voice. It worked for me.
All right, so according to this map, Connie, like, there's no like clear indication of anything on this map.
Nope.
Well, I think. All right, so I think I recognize that cross street, and we went here. No, that ends in a dead end. Okay, so maybe, and she's just like trying to like puzzle piece her way into believing that this is a map that she just paid for. She doesn't find anything.
East.
all right. Hu'Gurk, do you continue leading?
Yeah.
All right. So you keep leading, going in the eastern direction. You do need to go through some of these alleys in order to keep making eastward progression. And after making a couple of these turns, after a while, you do find yourself getting like closer and closer to the city wall. As you turn to enter this alley, there's a figure standing in the alleyway. Its luminous eyes glowing beneath the dark hood. As the hood is pulled away to reveal a skeletal face, the figure unexpectedly speaks. Your money or your life? Everybody roll for initiative.
Do you want us to put that in the chat, or what is the procedure?
Yes, if Indoor, if you pop out the Zoom chat, it's not going to mess up your overlays.
Yeah.
Okay. You can put it in Twitch chat if you want.
Ooh. Everybody just start typing numbers into Twitch chat.
I will take away all of your inspiration.
Everyone all at once.
Better than Roll20, where you can't all type it in at once.
It's okay.
All right, I have them all.
Hooray.
All right, so it looks like Vi, you're going to be up first. You see this skeletal figure. They are, in fact, a skeleton with 4 women who look like bandits who seem to be behind them, backing them up. They are all brandishing weapons and ready for you to hand over your money or your life.
I choose neither. I honestly don't think you could win this. I don't think you could defeat anyone. I think the only thing you've ever defeated in your life is high expectations. And she'll use vicious mockery.
Okay.
A wisdom
Against-
13 save.
Against the skeleton? Or
Yeah.
okay.
The skeleton.
Does a 9 beat that?
Does not. He takes 3 psychic damage. My sick burns.
Yo.
And is there another effect?
They need to take.
I'll let you know in a second. And they have disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of the next turn. There you go.
Ow! And there's a like. It looks like the skeleton still has a few like bits of flesh still attached to them, and one of the bits just like falls off.
Gross.
Yum. And two of the women go forward to attack. One of them is gonna go after you, Vi, and is going to attack with a scimitar.
Oh no!
With a 17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. I'm level 1. I'm a fucking bard.
Level 1. Level
Level
1.
1.
Level 1.
For 7 points of slashing damage.
Honor, why?
Why do you keep doing this?
I have to put
It's not me. It's every Wizard of the Coast module deciding that, hey, we need to kill players at level 1.
I think every game Connor's ever run for me is TPK'd in the first encounter.
Well, the next woman gets out a light crossbow and is going to shoot what she considers the biggest threat here, which is going to be the bugbear. So Hu'Gurk does a 20 hit.
Yes, it does.
Oh boy.
For 5 points of piercing damage. Hu'Gurk, how do you respond? And Alellen, you'll be following up after.
So there's a bandit next to Vi near us.
Yes.
And how far are they from us?
About like 10 feet further in. You could easily reach any of them.
Okay. Vi, you look like you're cut in half, right?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Just like,
Then,
that fucking hurt.
so then Hu'Gurk will be like, Hu'Gurk, and take his Morning Star and smash the bandit next to Vi. For a 14.
A 14 will hit. Please roll for damage.
Excellent. And 3 is 9 points of damage.
Oh, they are hurting. She is hurting.
So that's when he draws the mace with his offhand and smashes her in the teeth with it.
Okay, please roll for that attack.
Not a dirty 20.
That will hit.
All right. And max on that die, even though it's smaller. So another 9 with that smashed into her face. Hu'Gurk!
Cows.
Right. There is a crack, and this woman falls to the ground. Martha, no! Alellen.
JD, thank you for the sub. GD, would you like to show?
Who was our victim?
Our bestest
personage?
of friends and local documancer, JD Lady.
JD!
Yay!
Because I love you, JD.
Because why not? I don't know. Alellen's gonna reach into his like satchel that he carries and pull out what looks like a freshly printed spell book that has the Tyrant Security logo on the front, and on the inside it's got the little Ack Inc. sort of like thing on the inside is like, you know, published under the copyright of Acquisitions Incorporated or whatever. So you're like, oh man, I don't know where anything is in this, and then like turn to a page, and you see like all of these purple energy sort of gathering around, and then like a hand kind of stick out of the book, and he, you know, reaches in his coin purse and puts a coin in the hand. It sucks back into the book, and he's like, okay then, and casts Jim's magic missile.
that royalty component though.
Like it gets halfway to casting and then just stops until you pay it money.
Okay.
But
You have to roll
yes.
for that.
Yes, I have to roll 3 times.
Okay.
'Cause this isn't like that lame normal magic
If you use
missile.
your inspiration for any of these, you'll get the inspiration back.
Okay. We'll see if we need it. Okay, I will re-roll one of them
Okay.
because I have to roll 3 of them. So we're gonna roll one more. Okay, that's better. So those are all +5. So that was a 24, a 18, and a 19.
Okay. Those all beat the ACs of everybody here.
I'll hit one of them on the skeleton and then just 2 of the bandits.
Okay.
And they'll all take 2d4 force damage. Hiya. The skeleton takes 8. That's nice. We like to see it.
Ow! God damn it!
Bandit number 2 takes 4 damage.
Bandit number 2.
And then bandit number 3 will take 2 damage. Wow, I got all of those 2d4 matched. It was 2 4s, 2 2s, and the 2 1s.
Oh no! Right. Well, this last bandit that got hit does not like that at all and is going to raise her light crossbow at you, Alellen. And I believe a 9 hits.
A 9 does not hit.
Aw,
I'm
man.
a wizard. I'm a wizard. So you are this close.
Does not hit. Okay, good.
Does
'cause
not.
I
No,
rolled
it
an
does
8 on
not.
that D8.
No, I have an armor class of 11.
But after shooting and missing, it seems like they're more concerned about the skeleton. And he's going to turn over and say, Jelaine, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. It's just the allergies, man.
It was not the allergies.
Jelaine is then going to point a short bow at Connie, who she thinks is about to do something real cool and doesn't want it to happen. Connie does a 12 hit you.
It does not.
Aw, man. So what do you do about it?
Connie is going to like look at what has happened to her friends and just, well, wait just gosh darn minute. You are being awful rude to my friends. And who let you out of your graveyard? You go back there this instant. And she is going
What are you talking about?
She's going to rear back with a hand, and you see like this deep red hellish energy begin crackling, and she's going to use a guiding bolt on the skelly.
Okay.
So let's see. Does a 15 hit?
It does.
Haha. Well, if that is the case, they are going to be taking 8 points of radiant damage.
No, they're not. They're going to take 2 and then die.
Rip.
Connie just says to herself, dusted, and then looks at the other 2.
Magic
There
is
are-
sweet.
There's still 3 of these women, and they all scream. They all scream at the top of their lungs, Jelaine!
Ha! More like Jalame. Now get out of here.
And actually, the other 3 of them do. Well, this last bandit who hasn't gone yet is going to turn tide and run. But there are still 2 bandits that look like they are ready to run.
Okay, well, she's hurting real bad. And she's just, but she has to keep her cool. And she's just gonna look at one of the bandits. It's not gonna do much, but she's like, I knew you'd be a disappointment. And use vicious mockery again.
Does a no? Does a 6 beat that?
No.
Okay.
It's only 1 point of psychic damage, but she's holding like her, like basically her stomach where she slashed, and she's sprayed with all the blood and gore that hit her from when Hu'Gurk hit this other bandit, but she's still being a bitch about it, looking them straight in the eye.
Awesome.
Well, they certainly take that, and then turn tide and run away. Hu'Gurk and Alellen, there's still one bandit.
One who's not running away, or
One who's there. I mean, it's your turn initiative.
Who's first?
Hu'Gurk.
Oh yeah, he just like bounds forward and it just dunk dunk like beating a drum.
Absolutely.
You're
18. You're trying to beat a 12.
Okay. Only hit once with the big the Morning Star, which is my red dice. Oh yes. So 6 and 3, another 9. 9 seems to be the number tonight.
9 is the number of hit points that they had left.
Yes, Hu'Gurk!
Right now, the alleyway is silent. There are these 2 bandits lying bleeding before you, and this skeleton now with this scorch mark across her face.
So, do I get him? Are we going after him?
Yes.
Oh my god!
hold on,
bye!
we don't get paid for that.
All right, shriek.
Oh my god!
Slight,
Bye!
there's a slight like rattling of coins from the skeleton as like they shift and the bag of coins just like falls out of their pocket.
We do get paid for that, it seems.
That one, yes, but the other 2 they're gone.
Well, search the dead bodies. I'm not touching them, but anybody can help me.
Hu'Gurk basically grabs him by a leg and does this kind of thing, hoping stuff shakes out.
Well, what shakes out from the 2 fully fleshed women that you have killed?
Mostly fleshed at this point, I think.
Mostly fleshed. Besides their weapons, which are both a scimitar and a light crossbow, and some bolts. Not a lot. I mean, you're welcome to take those.
Yeah.
Or take the leather armor. That's now not so good.
Anybody need this armor?
I'm fine.
I need a medic.
He hucks the one by a leg and then starts tearing into the skeleton. Oh, the skeleton has like a nice robe on?
Like leather cloak.
Oh.
Or just a dark cloak, not leather cloak. Leather cloaks are very expensive.
And we didn't splat him or shoot him full of holes or anything, so the cloak is still nice?
Mostly.
All right.
I mean,
Hu'Gurk will magic
you could
tricks.
use a few mendings.
He'll magic tricks, snap him out of it, pull the cloak off of him and then be like, throw it in the pile with the crossbows and the thing and then pat him down.
Okay. In a belt pouch across the skeleton, you see a much nicer bottle of red liquid than what was given to you by Jer. As you keep going, you take that coin pouch, and inside you see 10 gold pieces.
That is Satan. You gonna write this stuff down, or are we keeping it individual? Does anybody care?
I mean, I can write it down if you
Oh,
want.
I'll do what I do with my home games, and every time that there's loot, I will post it in our group chat.
Oh, coolio.
Okay.
You're amazing.
All right. And
The last thing that you find on this person is again in a little pouch on the belt. You look inside and you can see some very, very small bones. You can make a medicine check if you would like to identify them.
Oh, hey, even with my minus. You said medicine?
Mhm.
Oh, hey, medicine isn't intelligence. So that would be an 11.
Okay. These are the bones of what appear to be 4 human toes. And as you look down at the skeleton, you'll notice that you get the sense that she used to be really attached to these toes.
Anybody want
That
any
was
toes?
in the fucking book. I will not be shamed for making that joke.
So, anybody need any toes?
I have
No.
10.
All right. Dibs on the toes. And I'll put the toes in my pocket and I'll be like, here's some more Kool-Aid.
Please hand it over, dear. Yes.
He just hucks it through the air towards you.
Okay. Thank you. She's just gonna lean against the wall, not slide down because the floor is dirty here. And she'll take potion. She'll drink it.
Alellen is prestidigitating his robes to make sure there's no stray blood or anything on them.
How much is the minor? So it's 1d4 plus 4 plus 2.
The regular potion of healing.
Yeah.
2d4 plus 2.
Are you drinking the potion of healing that came out of the belt pouch, or one of the potions?
No, the belt pouch. She's not drinking that Kool-Aid thing that she.
Yeah, 1d4 plus 2.
Okay. Okay. Come on. Okay, cool. I
want to say it's 2d4 plus 2 for the regular potion. Double check.
Let's triply check this.
Yeah.
Please, I'm hurting real bad.
Yeah, 2d4 plus 2.
Okay.
Add another d4.
4 plus 3. Ah. So 10, and I didn't need it. But I'm all up to health. Look at me. I'm covered in blood.
Yeah, it's sweet.
She just snaps her fingers and the blood's gone.
Oh,
Look at my shirt.
it's got a hole in it now, but
Yes, it was very expensive. It was imported silk.
then we should probably get paid.
Indeed. This is a lovely city you all inhabit.
Connie's just like looking around.
Same.
Connie, dear,
From like 7 foot tall.
would you like to do me a favor?
Yeah, of course. What is it, Miss Vi?
Does she have a cloak?
Does Connie have one?
Yeah.
No.
No.
She has a tabard with this like weird triangle pattern on it, and then she has a very nice scarf, and that's about it.
All right, take that cloak that came off from that dead skeleton.
Okay.
Hold it up in front of me.
Why, sure.
Cover me.
All right.
All right.
She'll like have to. How tall is Vi?
Like 5'10".
Okay, so yeah, Connie can do that.
Yeah. All right, don't move. And you hear some rummaging, and after a few minutes, she's like, "All right, done." She's wearing a new shirt. Can't let people see me like that.
Whilst that was happening, Hu'Gurk's like, is this like more magic?
No.
And he's like 2 heads taller than Connie, so he's
Sir,
just kind of.
please.
Oh, sorry.
This is not a free show.
Not for your eyes, mister. Now you back up and give her some space.
All right, fine.
Thank you, Miss Connie.
You are very welcome.
She comes back. It's like the same shirt, but in a different color.
slight color tint.
Yeah, instead of white, it's like cream,
Eggshell.
eggshell. Oh, there we go. I know this color was last season, but still, it's better than a cut shirt.
Hu'Gurk's like, do anybody need any of these?
No.
I am good.
You, sir, though, you tall person, your name again.
Hu'Gurk or Allen?
The really tall one.
Hu'Gurk.
Hu'Gurk. Right. Would you like to be my bodyguard?
So, when we get paid, I get more of your money?
No, when we're in a fight, you'll make sure I don't get hit.
For more money.
Possibly.
He doesn't smile devilishly.
Yeah.
He just kind of says it.
Possibly.
All right. And he starts bagging like the crossbows and scimitars.
What else did we find on these people?
He posted all the treasure.
Right.
I'll write the equipment down.
She just takes the bag of coins, puts it in her bag. I'll, of course, give these out later. Group treasure, right? Established. Anyway. Where are we going?
Alellen pulls out his like journal of note taking and is just like, yes. Divide it up later. Right.
So as you continue out through this alleyway, continuing to make your way toward the outer edge of the city, you just keep making your way through the streets. One thing that does catch your eye about 10 minutes later is that you see an old male human hobbling up the street, his long staff bearing most of his weight, his wrinkled face telling a tale of many hard years lived in poverty. As he passes an alleyway entrance, he looks up at you, specifically at you, and he grins, revealing his last few remaining teeth. But even as he opens his mouth as if to speak, a pair of meaty gray arms emerge from the alley entrance and yank him into the darkness.
Whoa. They just ganked that dude.
Vi's just gonna take a step back and step behind her.
Should we help him?
No.
Connie like looks at Alellen.
Don't get paid for
What
that.
was that?
I don't know. That was terrifying. We should never go near alleyways again.
And Vi has a point. We don't get paid for that. So carry on.
Well,
Oh,
I mean,
my.
it might be really cool.
It might be.
I was gonna ask him how his day was and everything.
Not so great, dear. I can answer you that question right now.
No, his day just took a turn for the worst.
It sure did. And now you got your answer. Let's go.
Connie just like eyes the alleyway as they're passing by.
I guess Hu'Gurk would look at Connie like, you want to go fight it?
I don't want to go in there. I don't know what that was. There was just a pair of really beefy arms that grabbed that guy, and now he's gone. I mean, I wouldn't mind a pair of really beefy arms grabbing me, but, like, he's gone now. That's scary.
Alellen, at this point, you do see a sign down the street for Jolly's Lamp Emporium.
Our destination, or at least a landmark. Let's go.
Right.
All right. Maybe we'll search the alley on the way back.
Maybe.
Stuff.
Yes.
All right. Scary big arms in the alleyway.
So you keep going, and you do get closer to Jolly's Lamp Emporium. You see that it is an unassuming ramshackle shop in the midst of other unassuming ramshackle shops, including the collapsed warehouse next door. People in nearby shops and apartments peer warily through their shutters as you approach. Next to the warehouse, there are 3 members of the watch standing guard. No one else is on the street, except for a seemingly inebriated halfling who stumbles towards you.
Really look that approachable. She'll step back as she talks.
Bend way, way down. Hey, look, dude. You look effed.
Sorry, excuse me. And they keep stumbling down.
Dude,
past
don't
you.
go near the alley, dude. There's like a thing in there to just like snatch you.
And they just like smile and nod and thumbs up. Like, okay.
Party and a half, isn't it?
Everybody who's paying attention to this halfling, make an insight check.
I'm of course paying attention to him.
10.
14.
21.
An insight check? That's a 16.
Alellen, you know well enough to recognize whenever somebody is faking being drunk. And possibly keeping an eye on people, but no one else does. So apparently they're really good at it.
I don't know what to do with that information.
It'll get brought up in our quarterly review, certainly.
One of the people standing guard at the warehouse, it's like, hey, well, this place is restricted. Are you coming over here? Where this place is dangerous. Like, you should probably like head home, go about your business.
We are here on official business, mind you. We were contacted by a Mr. Arjan of Tyrant Security, of which we are employees in good standing, and we have been told to come and investigate this situation.
Well, it took you long enough. And with that, we are going to get ready for a nice little break.
Yay! Yay! Thank you, Connor, for running this. I am loving this game. I'm having a great time. We're going to try and be back in 5 to 10 minutes, so don't go no place unless it is to grab a food, grab a drink, grab a friend, or possibly go to indooradventure.redbubble.com, pick yourself up something nice, and we'll see you guys shortly. All right, everybody. See you soon! Yeah! We are back. We've done it. This is The Right Place, Wrong Heroes, Part 1 of our Tyrant Security Orrery of the Wanderer playthrough. So, we just met 3 guards?
Yes, and the captain, a female elf. She sighs. Took you long enough. So, let's get this done so we can get on with our lives. She pulls out a scroll from a leather pack and, oh, thank you so much for the raid, Kyle with Nin. Great! She pulls a scroll from a leather pack and squints at its barely legible writing. So, which one of you is Squinty Pip? I need you to sign before you go in. Nothing but paperwork since the newest general got seated on the council, but what can you do?
I'm sorry, what was the name?
Squinty Pip. Alellen, this name rings a bell for you. Squinty Pip was the name of one of the people that you were assessing.
That would be me.
I thought you said your name was Allen.
Squinty Pip Allen, yes. And take the paper and I'll do an approximation of what I'm sure Squinty Pip's signature looks like from all the paperwork he had to sign when I showed up.
Oh, they told us Squinty Pip was a hugger, but I'm glad that part was exaggerated.
Yes, no.
And so, you, big guy, I'm guessing you're, Great Mall McTickleton?
Oh my god. I'm too stupid for this. I I guess he would like look at the other two, and they do the thumbs up, and he goes, "Yeah."
Oh. Okay. Hey, wait a minute. The Furbolg guard pipes up. I thought Great Maw was left-handed.
He's ambidextrous. Who would have thought?
And I'll swing 2 maces around.
And you, the fashionably dressed one,
Mhm.
Lord Pompey Fogelstruck?
Lady, they mistook that in the paperwork. You see.
And they told me that you would have a list too, but
I do. I just haven't pulled it out yet. A lisp? Oh, sorry. Like I said, it comes out when I'm nervous. Sorry, but you all seem to make me very comfortable, so I'm all right.
And so that would mean you're Mad Haggiflagon.
Yep. I am indeed that name.
Wait a minute.
The halfling speaks up.
They said that Mad Haggiflagon speaks in rhyme.
Did they now? Holy cow!
The female elf is gonna speak again. I don't care. Somebody signed as Squinty Pip. My job here is done. So if you're here to investigate the fissure, by all means, go ahead.
Thank you.
Sorry. Do you have any questions?
Have you been down there yet? 'Cause it's awfully scary, I'll bet.
Have I gone down there? No. But some other guards, 2 other members of the General Morgan's Watch, Ava Tish and Sergeant Ava Tish and Constable Yander Boot descended yesterday to make sure it didn't have anything dangerous. They followed a passage north, and they haven't been seen and heard since.
Speaking of dangerous things, we saw a man get grabbed by some gray thing in an alleyway up the street.
Does that have anything to do with what's in the fissure?
No, but
Then
you
I
are
don't care about it.
City Watch.
Yeah, that's not my assignment.
He
They
said
don't
the
get
same
paid
thing.
for that.
Yeah.
You're doing
That's-
a really good job at watching the city.
Thank you. Any other questions?
No.
What's the easiest way to get down?
I mean, you could jump.
Is
Or
there
you
like
could-
a ladder?
You do see
Rope?
there is a hempen rope that is anchored firmly in the rubble that dangles down into the darkness. This appears to be what was set up by the last 2 watch people who went down here.
Great.
All right, let's go. And he grabs the rope and just into the darkness.
Let's do the heavily armored folks first. Connie, maybe you next.
Oh, of course. I think that sounds like a swell idea. Thanks. And she winks because she can't remember. Thanks, Squinty Pete.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll get down there with using both my feet. And like she's just like really having a hard time coming up with rhymes on the fly. And then is gonna get on the rope and just disappear as well.
Okay, make an athletics check.
All right. I'm gonna use my inspiration if that's all right.
Sure.
All right, cool. That's much better. Athletics. That is a 16.
Okay, you do not tumble down the sloping fissure and take no bludgeoning damage. Next.
I don't do
Ladies
climbing.
first. Well,
Mm.
how else do you plan on getting down there?
I thought there might be a ladder or a staircase. I was gonna see if a Gurk could carry me down, but he kind of just, went down.
Well, there's a rope. That's kind of like a ladder. It's like half of a ladder.
True. All right. Mm-hmm. Never had to climb a rope in my entire life. I can't believe I'm doing this right now. She goes to it and just very tentatively starts going down the rope. Like
Okay,
she doesn't know what she's doing.
Can you make an athletics check?
Yeah, I sure can. Can I use my inspiration?
Absolutely.
Is it a D6?
No, it's just re-roll the d20.
Oh, okay, thank God. Okay. I
Sounds like it went
rolled.
well.
I rolled a 6 and 1 plus 1.
7. Great.
Okay. So this is like a slope going down. So you're climbing down this rope, but you've never climbed a rope in your life. This is clearly not what you're used to, and you slip, start falling and tumbling down, and you're going to be taking 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
Oh my god, are you okay?
Which is almost as much damage as you took earlier.
Yeah,
From
it's
a
1 point
fucking
off because
weapon.
I'm at 3 hit points now,
Oh, yeah.
guys.
Whoa, you did not do that right.
I know. I did not. Thank you for pointing it out.
Well, Alellen turns back to the guards and gives them a thumbs up, like this is going great, and then he'll start making his way down the rope.
Make an athletics check.
Sure.
Wow.
That's a wizard's favorite check.
Connie will offer up her healing potion to Vi.
Or potion.
Yeah, my potion.
Potion. I got a 10.
At 10, you do not take any bludgeoning damage.
Oh, good.
I'm not sure that's an actual healing potion, dear.
What do you mean? It's the same color. It smells kind of fruity.
It actually does.
Why would that guy in the alleyway selling potions lie to us? Okay, maybe it's because common isn't my first language, but that sign that he set up there looked really nice. Potions?
It looked handmade.
So
Now-
does this. And Hu'Gurk hands out his too, the healing potion.
Hu'Gurk, are you going down?
Oh,
Hu'Gurk
yeah,
went down
yeah, yeah.
first.
I
He
said I
was-
went down first.
Yeah.
I forgot to do a roll. 15.
Okay, that's more than a 10. You're fine.
Haven't you ever been to a devil's market before? They sell handmade stuff there all the time.
A devil's market?
Yeah, devil's market. You know, like sometimes they got crafts or like popcorn bags, or they
You mean
sell
the
like
farmer's market?
abyssal fried chicken. What?
Abyssal fried.
That sounds good.
It's delicious.
Mm.
A colonel in one of those like blood war situations, he specializes in it. Absolutely delicious.
Take your inspiration back.
Not the colonel.
No, I haven't had abyssal fried chicken.
Well, if we ever go and visit Grandpa Momo, then we will have to try some.
Grandpa Momo.
Yeah, Grandpa. He's like the nicest guy ever.
Right. Take that. She'll take the healing potion.
You take
Do you
both
drink
of them?
Just the one.
All right.
Do you drink it?
I drink it.
Okay. You so it tastes like kind of earthy.
Is this kombucha?
It's the booch.
It's booch.
Sort of. It's a little bit worse than kombucha. It's like it's like a really like it hasn't all settled. It's like a little bit more gritty. You do recover 1 hit point.
I don't feel that much better.
Well, maybe like it takes a little bit of time, you know? Like let it settle.
Sure.
It's not sitting well with you,
Oh, no.
but you do feel a little bit better.
Right, I'm going to, and she'll just kind of like, her hands begin to glow. A very, very pretty, almost prismatic glow, very glittery. And she'll just kind of like boop herself on the forehead and cast Cure Wounds.
Now, as you all watch this happen, and the glow from this sort of illuminates the room for a half second, you do see that this sinkhole fissure ends at a level floor, like a very level floor. Like this stone has been worked. Dust, debris, and pieces of the wood that came up from the warehouse are spread across the floor. But you see this underground passage. You see that it's blocked to the south. Like it looks like it goes for a little bit, but then like there's like stone and a lot of rubble blocking the way. But it continues into darkness to the north.
Is there anyone without dark vision?
I think you all have dark vision.
Does Alellen have dark vision?
I don't think Alellen has dark vision.
Does Alellen not have dark vision?
I just checked and I don't see it. Where is it on the sheet? I don't know where it is unless it's there.
It would be
It'd
on
be a
the
features
left
and
on the
traits.
left-hand side under your senses.
No, I do not. Yeah.
Huh.
But I'm partially amphibious.
Yeah,
have-
that's helpful.
That's like seeing in the dark.
Yeah.
It's almost like seeing in the dark. It's breathing underwater. It's like,
Don't worry, I make up for both of us. I have superior dark vision. So I'll take your dark vision and double mine.
that's what happened.
No, you don't. I'm looking at the semi-hybrid. Never mind. Also, you see 2 pairs of human-sized boot prints easily spotted in the dust that head northward. You do see smaller fissures, holes, and cracks riddled the passage, but, you know, even a halfling would find the largest of them a very, very tight fit. From these little holes, you hear the pitter-patter of very tiny feet that seem to be approaching very quickly.
Oh.
Babies?
And out from one of these holes, a rodent, a very big rodent face sort of peeks out. And you
Is of
see
unusual size?
it is a rodent of unusual size. It is a rat of giant size, except its fur is green. Roll for initiative.
Oh.
Oh no,
Green
it's the
fur!
RUS! It's the RUS.
What?
Why do I only roll good for initiative?
Wait, sorry. That would be a 2. I rolled a nat 1 for initiative. That's all right.
Yep.
Connie's here for the ride.
So did I. I rolled a 1, but it's a 4. So obviously Hu'Gurk's like, tracks. And he's looking down at the tracks and does not see the rats appear.
Rats!
And Vi, since you were the first person to notice this, what are you going to do? You see this first green rat head peek out and then like do this really, really loud snarl. And you like as you turn around to warn your friends, you see from 3 other holes rats start peeking out.
Oh dear. Well, I haven't brandished this in a while. She'll take out her rapier. It's really nice and really fancy. Right.
Never been used.
No, it's for decoration, of course. How far away is the first one?
You could easily get to it.
All right. She will. Dear, these are gross. And she'll go and just kind of like slash it in, but like not with finesse. She knows how to use it, but she doesn't like. She's not the fighting type. She has other people fight for her.
Okay. And we'll say at this point the rat has emerged from the hole,
Okay.
so that it doesn't gain benefit from cover, making your attack.
21.
21. That will certainly hit. Please roll for damage.
It is 4.
It squeaks in horror and pain. And then it is going to try and bite you.
No, please, I don't know what diseases you're carrying.
Thinking that 20 hits.
Vi's having a rough time.
Vi's having a real rough time.
Vi's
I'm so sorry.
having such a rough day.
Six? You take 6?
Still up?
Yeah, barely.
All right. Another pair of rats is going to come out and go after Hu'Gurk, who does not seem to have noticed them at this point. Well, they're not going to get advantage from that, but they will get advantage from the pack tactics of going up against you together.
Oh God.
Does a 20 hit you?
Yep.
Right, you're going to be taking 6 points of piercing damage.
Good hit from a rat. Damn.
And I think a 22 is also going to hit
Oh God.
for 4 points.
Connor, why?
Still standing.
Connor, why?
This is great.
Alellen, save us.
I can't fucking see. I'm legally blind.
Okay, so you can see in this room.
Okay.
Because like you've just walked down from the warehouse in like midday, so like the sunbeams are clearly coming down in the room.
Great.
It's just like the path is to the north. You're gonna have trouble with.
Yeah, Lil's still trying to figure out where things are in the spell book and doesn't have time to find another spell. So he's just gonna go with Jim's magic missile again. And digs another coin out of his pocket and gives it to the greedy purple hand. So that's 3 more missiles to roll. So that's a 15,
A 15 is gonna hit.
a natural 20,
Natural 20 is gonna crit.
and a 12.
A 12 is just gonna hit.
Nice. So this is apparently, if you score a critical hit, instead of doubling the dice, you roll 5d4
Okay.
instead of 2. I don't.
I feel like that's unnecessary for these rats, but I love it.
So okay,
Well,
what's
it's
the
like you
damage
roll
of
2, right?
So yeah,
For
I
the
normally
base?
roll 2.
Yeah,
So
so you
then
would
I-
roll 4, but they just give you an extra one.
Give you a bonus because
You know, you
I
paid
don't
for
know.
it.
I paid for it. Yeah. So the first one,
Is it just a 5d4 or is it 5d4 plus?
5d4.
Okay.
So the first one takes 2d4, which is 3.
Okay. Do you want this one to be the one that was attacking by?
Yes.
Okay, that one is dead.
Nice. The second one that takes 5d4. Oh, that's a good click clacks on this little character sheet. Okay, that was 4 1s and a 4, so that's 8 damage.
Okay, that'll kill another one.
Oh, nice. I am all powerful. And the last one,
Do you want this to be one of the ones that has attacked Hu'Gurk or a new one?
yeah, one of the ones that attacked Hu'Gurk, and then the other one that attacked Hu'Gurk is going to take 5 damage.
So one of those is still up.
And that's me. That's my spell casting shiz.
All right. At this point, there are still there's one rat that's going to go after Connie. Does a 13 hit?
It does not.
All right. Another rat is going to come out and come after you, Alellen.
Oh god.
A 23 is going to hit
Yeah, it is.
Change
Just
your
a little
dice.
for 3 points of damage.
Ouch. 3 points. That's
You're basically dead.
Yeah.
yeah, that's half.
And the last rat is going to avenge its fallen brethren and try to attack Hu'Gurk. Does a 22 hit? Oh wait, pack tactics. Does 22 hit?
Yep.
For 3 points of piercing.
Okay. So rats are on him, and he's like, "Dudes, whoa, you're like cool looking. Can't we be friends?" And then he goes down. Hu'Gurk's down.
Oh no.
Oh,
All right, make your first death save.
Two.
I didn't make this encounter.
Connor, this happens every time.
It
Two.
does, because Wizards of the Coast doesn't know how to make level 1 adventures.
They know how to do like level 3 to like level 7, and then you never go past 7.
No.
Hu'Gurk, is that yay or nay?
It was a 2.
Oh,
So-
okay. Connie,
One
Save
failed
us.
death save.
All right. How many rats are there?
there are currently 4 rats still alive, and a Hu'Gurk who is bleeding out, covered in rats.
Oh, he'll be fine. And she is going to go over to her friend Hu'Gurk, and she is going to cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
So Hu'Gurk, you are going to be gaining 5 points of health.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, it's no problem, sugar. And then bonus action. I already used a spell with a slot, so I can't do anything on that, and I already made an attack action, so she's just going to like be looking defensive, like side by side with Hu'Gurk, to like try and draw the rats to attack her instead of her injured friend.
Bye. How you doing?
Aw, thank you.
What you want to do?
She's just gonna slap her thigh and cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
I hate today. Fuck, of course I rolled a... Wait, oh no, I rolled the wrong thing. 1 second, thank God. Okay. She's good, guys. That's all I got.
Okay. One of these rats was on Hu'Gurk, but sees Connie coming into the fray, and is going to reach out and try to attack Connie. 22.
That will hit, surprisingly, I know.
New dice, please.
Huh?
These are
Change
these are
your
my
dice.
bad dice.
Oh god.
They find
That's a lie.
Connor, they've been waiting. They've been waiting for you to run the game, so that way they
This
can
is,
be good again.
actually, this is the first time that I've busted out the dice since I moved.
Oh man, it's the ley lines are different.
They're thirsty. They're thirsty for blood.
All right.
Okay, so you took your 4. Alellen,
I need it to make a dexterity save
why did you need to make a dexterity save?
because I'm a tiefling and I'm using my hellish rebuke.
Oh. 21, they'll be taking half.
Yeah, that's fine. And then they are going to be taking half. Because God, what is hellish rebuke as a spell?
It's a D10? No, 2D10
It's like
because
3
tieflings do
D10.
it at
2 or 3.
second
They do it
level.
at second level.
So it's 2D10, I think.
I think it's more. Not sure.
using D&D Beyond, we should be able to see that
Okay.
and even be able to click it with the new dice roller, now in beta.
I can't use the dice roller because I pick up the desktop sounds, so people will always hear me roll.
Clickety clickety click.
Exactly.
Who doesn't want to hear the click
Oh my
clack?
Yeah,
god. Okay.
If you use the Theros dice, it's a big doom doom.
Okay,
crazy.
so bear with us just a moment. Why am I like this? Okay. Actually, yeah, because Infernal Legacy. Oh, when I reach 3rd level, I can cast Hellish Rebuke. So it don't matter. That's why it's 3d10, is because you're 3rd level at that point. Never mind. Attack Alellen.
Roll percentage dice.
Oh no.
Grandpa Momo.
That's a 78.
Nah. Okay.
That's okay. Grandpa wasn't
Not
looking.
today. Grandpa's busy.
He's doing stuff.
All right. Alellen.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yes.
Oh my. How many rats?
At this point, there are 4.
4. Okay. I'm just gonna pick one. I'm not. Whichever one looks most injured. You know how it is.
Okay. That would be the one
and-
that just attacked Connie.
Yeah, and Alellen's gonna cast Chill Touch, but instead of being like a skeletal hand, it's like the hand of your supervisor, and they're about to tell you that you're fired.
You fired.
That's a 24.
24 is going to hit.
Take this! 5 necrotic damage.
Right. That rat is dead.
The disappointment.
Anything else?
The cold hand of a Karen. Yes, our screen. Let's just speak to the manager. No, that's all I can do.
These 3 rats have a lot of people around them and are all going to take the dodge action
Oh, jeez.
as they wait in anticipation, but they're still on top of Hu'Gurk. Hu'Gurk, it is now your turn.
He uses his orangutan long arms to get to his feet. And thanks, Connie. And blam, blam, drum stroke with his 2 maces.
One of the rats does fall off of you,
All right.
but the other 2 seem to still be clinging onto your fur.
All right.
Or no, your chain shirt, because
Chain
you put
shirt.
on a chain shirt.
A 14 and a 15.
Both of them will hit.
All right. Double bases. One is 5 and one is 2 points of damage.
7 is exactly the number of hit points for a giant rat.
Nice.
So this green giant rat that is on the floor, having just fallen off of you, you immediately splat.
All right. And I'm like, sorry, little dude. I hate killing animals.
Connie.
Oh god, we're already all through this? She is... Yeah, because values cure wounds. She is going to pull...
Sorry, Hu'Gurk.
What?
Can you roll those dice one more time? They took the dodge action.
Oh,
disadvantage.
fudge. All right. It still would have been dirty 22 and 12.
Okay, yeah, they still both would have hit. AC
Okay.
is 12.
Cool.
Thank you.
Good
Sorry
call.
about that.
No, good call.
Connie.
Connie is going to... she has yet to pull out a weapon, but she is going to pull out a warhammer with her shield in the other hand. And she is... And, like, the thing about the warhammer as well is that it looks like it has a... Like, the same pattern that's on the front of her tabard is embedded on this warhammer. Like, if you got struck with it hard enough, it might leave that impression on a person. It's a little bit of a raised surface. and she is going to just kind of like swing low and attempt to strike at this rat that has. Because there were two that were there, right?
There are two that are still on Hu'Gurk.
Okay, I'll be attacking one of them that's on Hu'Gurk.
Yep.
All right, so it's at disadvantage because they took the dodge action.
Yep.
So does a 12 hit?
Just hits.
Thank goodness. So for that is going to be minimum damage of 3.
Okay.
And then I am. You see Connie get a little flustered at what has happened, and she kind of like puts her hands on her waist and she says, "Grandpa Momo, that's not fair. They were supposed to go down." And she's going to use her War Priest bonus action to make a second attack against this creature that she was obviously supposed to kill with the first hit. That doesn't hit. Grandpa's busy today. She got a 9.
Vi, you're up, followed by Alellen.
Vi just, after curing herself, she just looks at everything going on, and her Gork having rats on him, and just rats in general. And she's like, "This has been an awful day, and I'm tired." And then she actually holds the rapier properly and starts properly slicing.
Okay.
Like she was mimicking not being able to use it.
Please make an attack with disadvantage.
I don't like that. I no hit. 9.
Well, that's not enough. I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a rapier.
Is she pretending or nah? Alellen.
I only have 1 damaging cantrip, so I think that's what I'm going to do. More Karens. He's summoning the spirit of more Karens. This is with disadvantage, right?
Yes.
Okay. A 14.
Will hit.
Hiya. 6 points of necrotic damage.
That rat is dead. There is 1 rat remaining. It is going to reach out and try to bite Connie, because Connie just swung at it.
She's having like a little bit of like. She's mad at herself.
That's a 13 hit.
It does not. 18 is the number that you're looking for.
Well, this green rat seems like it's also mad at itself. Hu'Gurk. This rat has jumped off of you and tried to lunge at Connie.
Last chance, little guy. You can come home and be my pal. Dual my hits. Oh, damn. Not disadvantage, right?
Not disadvantage.
Okay. Both 30, 20 pluses.
Those will hit.
All right. Yeah. All told, 7 and 2 is 9.
So as you splat this rat and hit it in its belly, as a very satisfying splat happens, there's also a as something comes out of this rat's mouth. It is a finger with a little platinum ring around it that sort of like makes a satisfying little ding as it goes across the floor. But otherwise, the room is silent. Everything okay down there?
Lots
No.
of green rats. Why are they
rats.
green?
I thought the RUs were a myth.
I don't know why they're green. I thought that was what you were supposed to be figuring out. What's down there? Good job.
Apparently
Keep going.
green rats.
And a finger. Are you missing a finger?
Got all my fingers.
Got all your
June.
toes? We found those too.
I think I'm good. Well, I'm not.
Do you know anyone who's missing a finger? Or
No. For the purposes of this, we have all of our phalanges.
What's a phalange?
All right. Somebody pick up the ring.
Oh, well,
Connie will do it.
I'm
Yeah.
not touching that.
Yeah. Hand it
Oh, worth
over.
Well, worth some amount of gold.
And
Right. Do you take the finger with it or just the ring?
no, just the ring. I huck the finger.
Okay.
And then Hu'Gurk's like picks up one of the rats and he's kind of like patting its head and he's like, I tried, little guys. Sorry. And he piles them up nice and neat in the corner.
Alellen just kind of does prestidigitation on your hands, just like, please do not pick up dead rats. They carry plague.
No, they're cute. Look at him. Look at him. He's a cutie.
I don't know what's so cute about these ones. They don't even have stingers.
They're
Hey,
green.
where are you from?
The Nine Hells.
That makes sense.
She just has a big, like, again, like, yeah, we did it look on her face.
Sort of makes sense.
All right, so we were supposed to go down and we look for the missing people. Does this ring have any like mark of station or design, or is it just like a platinum band?
Etched inside the ring is the name Burton Boot.
That was one of the people that went down here a couple days ago and then went missing. Oh my god.
Well, we found part of him. Does that count?
Think it does. He is super deceased.
But maybe he's just missing a finger.
Maybe he also lost a phalange too.
What's a phalange?
I don't know, but it sounds funny.
All right, well,
Do you want to keep going along, or do you want to take a little rest?
I think while we're here, taking a quick rest might not be so bad of an idea.
Sounds fine. I mean, we've murdered several things today. I think we've earned it.
If you would like, you could possibly attempt a long rest.
That seems a bit much.
I don't want to stay down here longer than I have to.
I'm not super tired.
I'm pretty banged up, but you know, I can do with a wheezy nap.
It's like a
So
little-
if you would like, you could take a short rest. D&D Beyond should take care of most of your limited use abilities, and you would be able to roll a hit die.
Nice.
I went back to full. Yay!
I already had all my hit points.
So,
Are we all able to see in the dark? Is this a thing?
not me.
I have candles and a tinderbox. I don't know how long the candles will last, but it's better than nothing.
I should have some torches somewhere.
I
in here.
have this, and she'll just throw up dancing lights.
That works as well.
Wow, those are pretty.
They're all like different because they're like purples and blues, and this starts swirling together.
Magic is pretty sweet.
It is. So, Connie, right?
Well, yeah, that's me. Name's
Okay.
Conquest, but you can call me Connie if you like.
Conquest.
Mhm.
Oh,
Again, like
interesting.
very big-hearted name, big-hearted smile.
You don't seem like you're from the Nine Hells.
What makes you say that?
I've met a few hellish people in my time. They don't seem to have the same attitude you do.
Well, I have been told that I have a surplus of gumption.
Those
Connie,
are
do you have- Do you have inspiration?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Do you have any of that gumption to spare?
I
Well,
think I've had gumption before.
Me
No, wait,
either.
that was gumbo.
ooh, I love gumbo. Take some hell prawns, just mix them all in there. It's delicious. Little poisonous, but little poison never hurt nobody.
A little poison did hurt a lot of people.
Hmm.
Really?
Over time. Yeah.
Ah, like that one general guy.
Well, if you get the right poison, you don't need much of it.
I suppose that's also true. I'm learning so much hanging out with you guys. This is great.
And
A
if
little
it's tasteless
poison.
and smell and you can't smell it, there's no way of tracking it.
Oh, there's a Mummers play where that's involved. It was called like The Princess Bride or something.
Mm-hmm.
Tasteless, odorless. I love that one. It's so good.
Yeah.
I feel bad for the small man who dies though. He seemed really clever, and I kind of wanted him to win in the end. But true love, I suppose.
Yes, true love.
If he was little, it's inconceivable that he would have what.
Oh my God, he said that word.
And a big paw comes down, does high five.
She will gladly high five back.
I think I saw that play. Was it with Marcus? No. Marius.
It had that one Goliath named Andre in it. It was incredible.
Gee, he won.
Marvin? No, that was the stable boy.
Well, this is all very fascinating. But don't we have a job to do?
Mateus! No, that's my bartender.
We do have a job. I'm feeling ready and relaxed and rearing to go.
Good. Morale is important in any
Marcus!
work environment.
That was his name, husband number 6.
Oh,
Do you have inspiration?
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
we're certainly learning a lot about each other, and I'm sure none of us will have to file HR forms about this later.
What's HR?
Oh my. Let's go.
Hell Riders, I think.
Oh my God, I know them. They're super nice.
Not in this module. The dark passage to the north awaits.
Yeah, with these dancing lights up. That's
So,
good.
you all continue going across this very level worked stone until you make your way into a rectangular passage, or a rectangular chamber. It shows no damage from the earthquake, possibly because of the buttresses and columns supporting the walls and ceiling. As you walk in, you do notice that there are four pools of liquid set into the floor. One is blue, another is green, a third is completely clear, and the last is cloudy, but otherwise colorless. Carvings on the wall seemingly depict the pools and show robed figures submerging themselves within. And at the far end of the chamber stands a double door with a large, ornately carved lock. There are also 6 columns in the middle of the room. But, yep.
That might be why the rats were green.
So, don't go into the green one?
Unless you want to be green, apparently.
No.
It's not a bad color, it's just not really for me.
I know, but dear, look at me. Why would I change how I look?
I mean, I'm already sort of green.
Blue.
All right, so
The clothes are green. Yeah.
investigating or like looking at the depictions on the wall, do the robed figures have any coloration on them?
No. They don't.
All right. Wait. We have a cloak from earlier. So, and Connie will dunk the cloak in the blue pool?
Mm-hmm.
Does it come back blue or is it just wet?
It's just wet.
Oh. Dunk it in the green pool.
Okay.
Pull it back out. Is it green?
Nope.
Well, these just seem like weirdly colored pools. These don't seem like they're going to change in any way.
I mean, can I just take a look around, try to suss this out?
Sure. I mean, you can go ahead and look closer at the pools. You can look at the double doors at the end of the hall.
Yeah.
Hu'Gurk's watching the double doors.
As you go up, make an investigation check.
Ooh, yeah. I get to add a D4 to those because of
Vidalcan bullshit.
tireless precision. I'm precise. All right. So investigation plus a D4. Oh, I needed it. I needed it real bad. 15.
Okay. There are very ornate carvings on the lock of the door. Get a slight smell of ozone, but nothing more.
Oh. Is it that ozony magic smell?
Kind of. It's a little hard to see. Vi's and her dancing lights are still a bit like further back in the room.
I got a 14 and I do have dark vision.
A 14 is not enough.
Looks like a
Anything
door.
fun over there?
Carvings? A door.
Fun.
Nope.
Great.
I'm good at opening doors. Open! And she'll cast thaumaturgy at it.
The door does not open.
Well, that door's not having... That door cheats.
One moment. And she'll come back to the door and then just kind of put her dancing lights near everyone. What is this? This door. There's a lock. Key. Where's the key? Is there a keyhole?
Hu'Gurk will pull out a handful of tools. I can, try it.
Sure.
I
I
believe
must have people open doors for me.
Would you all give me a few moments? I can see if anything's gonna magic us to death or something.
Whew, thank you. As a player, I'm like, please say something.
No, I'm just going to let it happen.
I know. I'm like, oh my God.
I have detect magic as a ritual.
Okay.
So we just gotta chill for a hot 11 minutes.
Yeah, so...
Oh, Hu'Gurk's asleep. If it takes more than 3 minutes of standing around, Hu'Gurk's asleep.
Yeah,
Vi's just sitting on Hu'Gurk.
So you set up everything for this ritual, and you do... what's the range?
Oh, I think it's 30 feet.
Yeah, so you would get that the two pools behind the door, as well as the door itself, radiate transmutation magic.
That's not the kind you want cast on you, is it? Transmutation magic. Turns stuff into other stuff.
So that's what that word means.
Yes.
Oh, that makes sense.
Magic totally rules. I gotta get me some.
Sure. So what do we do?
Well, we could always try and take little swims in the pool and then try and come over and maybe the door will open. Or is there a keyhole? Does it look like, oh, you can put a key in here? Or is it is it just like a complex lock?
I'll allow you to make another investigation check.
All right. Investigation. That is a 13.
Okay. It does not look like a normal key, a keyhole. Looking at it, you do get the sense that if you tried using thieves' tools, you might be able to find a way to finagle the mechanism inside. But if there is a key, it is a very non-traditional one.
We think one of the rats ate the key? Or maybe it's at one of the bottom of these pools. Oh my god.
Well, you can feel free to test them out. I'm done testing strange liquids today.
Well, I think that between green and blue, I would probably look better in blue. And she will chainmail off, like take some time to just like get down to comfortable clothes, and then she's gonna swim down.
Rope.
Okay.
Tie a rope around you.
So, do you fully submerge yourself into the blue pool?
Yeah,
or
into
do
the
you,
blue
like...
pool.
Okay. Make a charisma saving throw.
Haha, why would I need to do that? That's crazy. That is a 14.
Images of horror overwhelm your mind.
Great.
On a failure, the character will have visions of terrible calamities such as rotting flesh, crumbling edifices, and political speeches, which would impose disadvantage on initiative rolls. But Connie succeeded. So instead, these visions will put the character on edge, granting her advantage on initiative rolls.
Wow. Oh my god, it reminded me of home. They had rotting flesh and politics. It's just like a devil's market.
But like, was there a key?
There was no key.
There was no key in that one. But I'm feeling chipper. Feeling full of chutzpah.
You weren't feeling chipper before?
Oh, I was, but now I feel like if something is gonna like get the drop on us, like I'll be there, like one of those like deep crows, like just right at it.
Uh-huh.
Cool.
Yeah.
Maybe
Green
we try and...
It looks she's acting like she just had some coffee, and you're not sure she handles caffeine well. Yeah.
Green can't ruin my outfit, so I guess I could try that one. Do you think it was helpful?
Oh, I think it was super helpful.
Rope.
Rope, yes. Well, I'm just gonna dunk.
You're the one who's partly amphibious. You're gonna hold your nose.
Yeah, I can't breathe for an hour.
Does he want to?
Yeah, wanting to is the other. Is the thing. This is nasty green water.
Which, speaking of nasty green water, make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, it's poison. I love it. I don't have advantage on that particular saving throw, so that's disappointing. 15.
So, you're going to make this Constitution saving throw as poison courses into your body. On a
Gross.
failure, which you did not fail, you'd be taking some poison damage, and you would get vulnerability to poison. But
gross.
since you succeeded, you would take no damage, and you will actually gain resistance to poison damage.
Nice. For how long?
This will last until your next long rest.
Okay, I'm gonna add that bad boy in there. Resistance to poison. Yeah, Alellen will come back up and say that I don't recommend that. That felt like poison.
Yeah, but was there a key?
There was no key.
No.
Are you poisoned?
No.
Oh. Well, then it's weak poison.
I actually
Well,
feel much safer around you, Vi.
Why? Why would you ever say that?
No reason.
Whoever made this poison clearly know what they're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you guys gonna do? You guys gonna get in there as well? It is super cool.
All right,
They-
Hu'Gurk, wrap this rope around me.
Did they turn colors?
No.
Okay. Yep. All right. Hentai shoulder harness thingy.
Oh.
We're
Hey, I
not
tried to
there-
let others guys up like that, so
We're not there yet, dear. Okay.
just say.
We're not doing that. Keep
just
your
for
hands to
safety.
yourself.
You know.
Oh my god! I'm gonna pat Vi's back and cast guidance. Be like, good luck down there!
Okay. Are you going to go? Which pool are you going to go into?
The clear one.
The clear one. Okay.
Bad can happen in that one.
She's just very attentively going to stick like her foot in.
Okay.
Wait a minute. She gives her jacket to Connie. Keep this dry. It's very expensive. Don't drop it.
I will treasure this.
It's only to behold. It's not yours. She'll put her foot in.
Okay. As you put your foot in, nothing happens.
She'll go in completely.
Okay. As you get fully submerged in the pool, make a intelligence saving throw.
Oh no, that's
As the infinite possibilities of the multiverse seep into your brain.
that's the
Guidance,
one I have -2 on.
guidance also only works on ability checks, not saving throws, so...
Oh,
Oh, I did. I rolled a 15 -2, 13.
So, on a successful save, which this is a successful save,
Oh thank God.
the character gains a clarity of mind that grants advantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma checks and saving throws.
woo!
So
Nice.
all mental checks and saving throws you have advantage on until your next long rest.
That was
Awesome, right?
right. She just lays against one of the walls. I saw so much.
Like, Connie will, like, put your robe over you. Like, if you had, like, a little bit of hot cocoa, it would look like you just got done with a traumatic event.
There are so many possibilities, Connie.
What?
So she's grabbing her by the shoulder. So many.
I shared these mushrooms with these goblins once. I had that look.
Alright. Oh, and she snaps her fingers, casts precipitation on herself.
And you are tried off.
Alellen's just like, welcome to the club.
I do feel great though. I feel like my brain is, active.
What is he? Hu'Gurk! Gurk!
Yeah.
Are you gonna
Yeah.
go?
Oh, no.
What? Why?
Because he said that was poison, and her brain, she got brain tingles.
Oh
And-
yeah, but they feel great.
And you were,
I was reminded of home. It was awesome. Now I'm feeling, like, really chipper.
I think I'm good.
Nothing
I think you
can
should
catch me off
totally do
guard.
it, Hu'Gurk.
There are 4 pools, and 3 of us have
Oh.
gone in 3 of them.
I mean, if you don't want to go,
I
I'll
thought
go
I
again.
thought there was only 3 pools.
No, there were 4.
Okay. What's the 4th one?
And the fourth one is cloudy,
Oh. Yeah. Whatever.
but otherwise colorless.
Can't get any dirtier than I am. Cannonball! And I take my gear off and then jump in the pool. Like total cannonball, like all 300 pounds of me.
Wait, why? How come we didn't have to tie him?
I don't think,
think
we
maybe
could
he
pull
was-
him off if we wanted to.
Maybe he was just doing that for kicks. I don't.
Why would somebody do
Excellent knot work. I don't.
Please make a
He
wisdom
did.
saving throw.
Gurk didn't even think about it. Wisdom? Okay.
Yes.
All
A
right.
wisdom saving throw to endure the intense itching
Oh,
caused
no.
acid that fills this pool.
He's got fleas.
It's just a flea dip. That's all. It'll be good for me. Oh, fuck. 10.
A 10
9 plus 1.
is exactly what you need to succeed.
it?
Very similar thing to the green pool. You gain resistance to acid damage.
Sweet.
And as
Covered in a coat of base.
Hu'Gurk emerges from the pool, nothing happens.
What?
Uh,
Did you find
yeah.
a key down there?
oh, dives
Nobody's-
back in.
Nobody has found a key.
Okay.
Furiously flips through my copy of Puzzles for Toddlers. This isn't in there.
And Hu'Gurk gets out of the pool like, like swim team, all slick and wet fur, then shakes off.
Don't do that over there. Prestidigitation takes myself again.
If you would like, you could maybe look at the mural again to see if there was a detail you missed. Look at the door again.
I
Maybe
will
just
look
try and force your way
again.
through the door.
I will
What is
review
this
the
art on the
murals.
wall?
So the art on the wall is a series of robed figures dipping themselves into these pools. You can make an intelligence check of some sort.
Got a
possibly.
20. Not a natural one.
And Vi, you have advantage. Right?
I do.
Alellen, there is nothing on these depictions that make them look like separate figures.
Oh. Who wants to take a few more dips in the baths?
I think I would. In terms, I would have advantage, but I still have -2.
So, wait.
Oh wait, no, that's just intelligence.
I mean, do they, is there an order that the dude is going in the things?
So going from left to right along the mural, it was the clear one, then the blue one, then the green one, then the cloudy one.
I did the clear one. I can do the rest.
Sounds great.
All right.
Good luck.
Thanks. Better be worth it. So it's clear, green one, blue one, and red. Or cloudy. Oh god.
Clear,
Colors.
blue. So you would just be able to look at the wall.
Okay. Clear.
Clear,
Should
then blue.
go to the.
That one's
So
super cool.
So make a charisma saving throw.
Okay, I got +5 and I get advantage. 16.
So as these visions of rotting flesh, crumbling edifices, and political speeches
It's huge.
embrace your mind, you get advantage on initiative rolls.
That was very.
It's incredible,
Interesting.
right?
No.
What?
What's the next color?
Green.
Okay.
That one's poison.
I'm good with poisons.
Let's
She'll
hope.
go into the green one.
All right. It will be a Constitution saving throw.
That one I don't get advantage on. 10.
10 is exactly what you need. You gain resistance to poison damage.
I don't know about you guys, but I feel great.
It's almost as if this room is meant to buff you.
And she'll go into the last one.
Okay, that's going to be an intelligence saving throw. No, it's going to be a wisdom saving throw.
And I get advantage on it, right?
You do.
Oh, thank God, because one of them was a 1. 19.
Okay, you gain resistance to acid damage, and as Vi is submerged in this fourth pool, there's a faint click from the lock, and it breaks open. Vi, remember this for later.
Okay.
But you have received the blessing of that which endures.
Blessing of that which hinders,
That which endures. Yeah.
that which endures. Okay.
That which indoor.
That which hinders. I feel amazing.
Oh, the door's open.
Oh, great. Let's go.
See your magic. Cool.
Yeah. I'm definitely magic. And we go.
So as this passage runs east through the double doors, eventually it'll widen to 30 feet just for the next 90 feet. So like this little passage to the door just like opens up for a little bit and then ends at a wall on the other side where you see another set of double doors.
Do we have to dip ourselves in more liquids?
You don't see any liquid in this room. It is just this passageway
And are
that
we-
ends at a wall, and then there's another pair of double doors.
I am super good at opening doors if you guys need those doors open.
Go for it.
And Connie will, like, very assuredly snap her fingers forward and use thaumaturgy to open the doors.
The doors. Let me triply check this. The doors do not open.
You keep saying that the doors aren't open.
No, there is a trick to these doors. They are sneaky doors. They are cheater doors. Sneaky cheater doors.
So
Sneaky cheater doors. I've never heard of such things.
the old-fashioned way, maybe.
I
Key?
suppose.
Magic.
Lockpicks.
So I'm assuming all of this is being done at the opening of this room.
Yeah.
Okay.
How does one check for traps?
You would check for traps by making a perception check.
Oof, I'm very good at those.
I think that you can do as well as your heart guides you to, and I'll cast guidance on you.
Great. All right. Oh well, yeah, that's a natural 20, so it's
Okay.
fine.
Okay. Actually, what I will do with a natural 20 is
27, actually, if you want to add everything up.
okay. Well, with a 27,
Fucking hell.
It's with the guidance.
you're going to notice that the layout of this room looks like this, and you will notice some faint charring, some a little bit of ozone that, like, if you just look at it just a little bit, you can see almost as if it was written in invisible ink, some runes. Subtle details on stonework. You notice that there are 4 distinct traps in this room.
Oh,
And on that map, they're marked A, B, C, and D.
yeah. They'll just be like, the floor. We shouldn't step on some of these areas. I'm not sure how to get past a couple of them, though. They span the entire room. Any ideas on how to avoid about 10 feet of fuck you floor?
You could jump really far.
You can jump really far.
Oh, well, thank you. It's a very nice compliment.
I probably cannot.
I'm not really a jumper.
10
Great
feet.
move.
Now, Alellen, if you wanted to, you think you have a good understanding of the evocation stuff that was used to make this trap. Like there's some like subtle stuff about it. You may be able to suppress it normally for a little bit, without tapping into more magical resources.
Oh, I'll try that then.
To do so, I would need you to make an Arcana check.
I can do that. 17.
Okay. Trap A has been suppressed for 1 minute.
Okay, stick to the walls, folks. And then before trap D, I'll stop everyone.
Okay.
Do I do the same thing on this one?
No.
Oh. Boo. What is it? What kind of trap is it?
You just recognize that there's subtle differences in the stonework, but you
So-
don't recognize a trigger that is anywhere here.
So just 10 feet. I mean,
No.
and it's cool on the other side.
Yeah, and Alellen actually pointed out to you. And everyone, so you see this part looks a little funny.
Connie, you can do 10 feet, right?
Oh yeah, super easy.
All right. What do you guys hop on?
All right.
All right. And I'll piggyback jump. With my powerful build, I can carry like 600 some pounds. So and I can jump 17 feet with a run. So without having to make a roll even. Unless the trap shoots up from the floor if you don't touch it.
No, I mean, as you jump across, nothing happens.
All right.
Good job. Pats your head as you, and then gets down.
How does jumping work?
You can
You use your
So-
legs.
so
Bend your knees.
if you click on your movement on D&D Beyond, it should have the jumping rules in there.
Ooh, movement. That is like where your speed is.
Yes.
Long jump. I see.
You
Move a
have a 10 strength.
I have a 12 strength. Oh, cool. That's something I've never used in D&D before. Well, even Alellen can make that jump. Let's go.
Okay, so yeah, everybody jumps across this floor. And there are these ornate double doors in front of you.
Yeah. Do it again. Right?
You're gonna jump through the double doors.
Well, no, because there is A looking
you
at the
just
map.
jumped over the trap D.
Oh, okay.
He suppressed Allen or Al suppressed the first one, so we just walked across
okay,
that.
yeah.
Yep.
I'll go up to the double doors, give him an old shimmy shake.
Make a strength check.
At least it
on,
wasn't a
doors.
dex save.
Strength check, that is a 21.
All right. You, as Connie gives it a little shimmy shake, the door breaks down.
I said I was good at opening doors.
Does
And
the
you
Wookiee?
and you see into the next room. As Connie does that, you notice the smell of ozone, and as you look back, you see a flash of magic that goes across the entire room from Area D. You get the sense that this might have been the trigger for that trap. You'll be touching the door. But as you turn back, you realize that you see set along the walls of the next chamber are slabs that hold human-sized bodies wrapped from head to toe in strips of off-white cloth. These, as the door begins to fall on the ground, these bodies begin to rise.
No, Val, you could have
no.
just said this is where you put your ex-husbands.
Why would I bury them like this?
Let's
This is
roll-
Why are you burying them in the first place? I think is a better question.
let's roll
I
for some
don't
initiative.
Okay.
bury my husbands. I cremate them. Thank you very much.
Perfect. Oof.
I know we're close, but let's roll for some initiative. This will be our last
Yeehaw.
encounter for the night.
I am so good at opening doors.
Oh, that was pretty cool.
She just like gives like a little like ugh.
Hu'Gurk, there are these four what look like mummies.
This isn't good, guys. This
That seem to be
looks,
coming towards you.
this looks bad. What do we do? You guys magicking them, or am I like swatting them?
Both?
Both?
Okay. Are there traps in here, or should we wait till they come to us?
This is an awful lot of discussion with
Yes.
mummies walking
All right,
towards
then
us.
that's Hu'Gurk just stands in the doorway, double maces ready. When
That works.
ready action, when they
Yep.
get close, wunk wunk.
Okay. Well, one of these creatures is going to shamble towards you, and does get within your range.
An 18 and a 9.
Okay. Both of those beat its armor class of 8.
Oh dang! All right. 12. Bludgeoning damage.
And then it is going to make a slam attack against you. Does an 18 hit?
Yep.
Seven?
Oh, 7 points.
Yeah.
Okay. Still standing.
Okay. Up next is going to be Vi, followed by Alellen, followed by Connie.
She looks at these mummies and takes like a step behind people. It's like, well, I'd insult you, but it seems Mother Nature has beaten me to the punch. As she points to one of the mummies and casts vicious mockery. 13 wisdom.
Does that mean I'm Mother Nature? He says over his shoulder.
16.
That saves.
All
I
right.
think
Oh,
that's.
if
Yeah,
it's a
that's it.
cantrip, it's
Yeah,
not.
it's a cantrip, so yeah.
All right, Alellen.
Yeah, Alon's like furiously flipping through his spellbooks, like, where is another good? Okay. He finds another one. He's like, is there any like loose rubble or just
Absolutely.
yeah? He'll just say, okay, and he'll point at one of the pieces of rubble and then point at one of the shambling creatures and cast catapult. So that's a dex save.
Does it hit multiple targets?
I don't.
Potentially,
think
you could get 3 of them.
so. It flies in a straight line up to 90 feet in the direction you choose between falling to the ground. If it would strike a creature, it doesn't necessarily say. It says until it hits a solid surface, which I don't know if a creature would count as a solid surface.
Okay.
So that's up to you. However you want to do it.
If there aren't any rules in catapult for it, then let's keep it simple.
Okay.
This creature rolled a 6.
Oh, that's not good for that.
Minus 2, so 4.
That's not good for that creature because now it takes 19 points of bludgeoning damage.
It's still up.
Yeah.
Connie.
Still up, you say?
Hardly.
To shreds, you say?
Hardly, like, its arm fell off,
All right.
as well as a lot of its torso.
Well, Connie is going to rush up to this fool with her... Because are they kind of like clustered together?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. How many of them would she be able to get in a... within a 5-foot range? Like how many would she...
5 foot radius?
It just says range area 5 feet, so it's just extends outward from her.
5 feet what?
Because each creature that I can see within range must succeed on a con save.
Is it a 5 foot cube, circle?
It just says range 5 feet. It's not actually telling me.
What? Okay, what spell is it?
Word of Radiance.
It's just the one creature.
So if you
that-
go
within
over
5
there,
feet.
everything within 5 feet of you, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you get in the middle of this, you can get everyone.
Yeah, I'll do it. So I need all of them to make Constitution saves.
22.
Okay, that succeeds.
5.
5 fails.
Natural 20 for a 23.
Yeah, that'll save.
17 for a 20.
Okay, so one of them is going to be taking this. A total of 1 point of radiant damage. Eh.
That's
now
rough.
Now you are in a zombie pile.
Yeah, I am.
Oh boy.
All right, so 3 zombies are around you right now.
Yep.
These are zombies. They're not mummies.
Thank God.
Mummies. There are a lot of deadly encounters here. They're not that mean. So. Sorry, Connie. God dang it. Well, a 5, I think it's gonna miss you.
Miss.
A 15, no,
Also
16.
misses. Also misses.
Okay, so 1 will hit you with a 20.
Yeah, that'll do it.
7.
Okay.
I rolled d6s for a lot, and I've rolled a lot of 6s.
That's fine.
Hu'Gurk. 3 of these zombies are on Connie. 1 of them is in front of you.
Which one got whumped by the catapult?
One of the ones that's on Connie.
Okay, so the one in front of me is still standing. I guess it's double Mason time. A 9 and a 10.
Both of them will hit.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Zambos.
Oh yeah.
They can't get out the way.
Yeah. And so 3 and 3 is 6, so 8. 8 points all told to the one I already hit.
It's barely standing.
And Hu'Gurk looks like he's 1 punch away from hitting the dirt himself. So just to let peeps know.
Does a 12 hit you?
No.
Okay. Then it just like bites into your chainmail, and actually a few teeth come out from it. Vi. Alellen, you're up. After.
Is the one that's fighting Hu'Gurk looking real bad then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You do remind me of my ex-husband. Husband number 4. We went to a date at the zoo. He fell into a tiger pit. Vicious
Vi's
mockery.
alias, Carol Baskins.
Vicious mockery. It's not really an insult, but he wasn't that attractive either, so maybe it is an insult. I think the tiger pit made him look better.
17.
It saves.
Carol Baskin.
I tried.
Alellen.
Oh.
Wait, bonus action.
Bonus action.
Inspiration to, because I can do like some part to Hu'Gurk.
Okay.
Hu'Gurk, take a d6.
A d6, yeah.
All right.
I don't know if that does anything, but I'll do it.
So like, there's one that's like just on the other side of Hu'Gurk, right?
Yes. And
Yeah.
then there are 3 on Connie.
Yeah, Alellen will grab his quarterstaff and just kind of lean around Hu'Gurk and just say, go away.
Making a check.
That's a
old man
1.
with a broom.
I rolled a 1, so it's a 4.
Okay.
This is why wizards don't use melee attacks.
Did you want to use inspiration?
I don't know that. I guess. I do have it. Yeah, let's do that. You can't foil me. 16
That'll hit.
with 2 hands
Okay.
for 9 points of damage.
It had 2,
I'm a monster.
but it is a zombie.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Oh, fuck.
So DC 14. It rolled a 2. That zombie's dead. Now, unless Alellen has a bonus action.
I
Connie.
don't.
So I still have 3 on me?
Mhm.
Word of Radiance.
Okay.
They all need to make con saves.
21, 6, and 6.
Ah, 2 of them are going to be taking... The first one will take 6 points of Radiant. The other takes 2 points of Radiant. You are all meanies and should be ashamed of yourselves.
One of the zombies does go down, and it was damaged from a radiant attack, so it is dead.
Woo!
Again. But there still are 2 zombies
That's all Connie can do.
who are still on top of Connie. Both gonna hit.
Okay.
One's gonna crit.
Oh boy.
Nasty.
4.
Okay. Sweet deal. I am at 2 failed death saves. Because I was at 3 before the 4, and if the second one crit me, then that's auto 2 fail.
Okay. So up next is gonna be Hu'Gurk.
All right. And I see Connie go down. There's 2 of them. Fudge.
Make a perception check.
Sure.
Everybody conscious can make a perception check.
Oh.
17 perception check.
22.
18.
Okay, so everybody will notice that resting on one of these slabs further into the room, you would have to go past the zombies to get to this. But you see there's a piece of parchment rolled up, sort of ceremoniously, and there is a bottle with red liquid in it. Looks similar to a healing potion.
Hu'Gurk will just say something like, "I got one. You guys do whatever you can to stop the other," and he'll do this shove attack against the one of the ones on Connie.
Okay, so remind me the rules for a shove attack.
It's basically like a grapple.
Okay.
Except then I choose whether they move or go prone.
Okay, so their strength was a 19.
Okay, well, at least I'm there and standing. Even with my +5 to athletics, I only got a 16. So it doesn't go anywhere. Boom, I run into a zombie, and somehow the zombie stops all 300 pounds of bugbear.
Vi.
I have no potions of healing. How far away is the potion of healing?
Let me look at the map one more time.
Yeah.
This room, this lab, like, it's at most 20 feet across.
I only have 30 feet of movement.
Right, but I think because Connie went further in, like in the middle of all these zombos to start casting off, I think she's like 10 feet further in.
Okay.
If you use all of your movement, you may be able to get the potion and bring it back, but you might be entering territory that is threatened by these zombies. So you might be taking an attack or 2 of opportunity. Maybe.
Right, Connie, she said I was kind, so time to be kind. She's going to run and get the potion of healing,
Does
and then
17 hit you.
yeah, it does.
You're going to be taking 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, that's the least amount of damage I've taken this entire game.
One of the few times I haven't rolled a 6 today.
Yeah. Okay, ow, that really hurt.
But you
Okay.
have the potion. Are you using your action to feed it to Connie?
Yes.
Connie, take 2d4 plus 2.
You owe me so much.
She says to the court.
Oh, yeah.
Downed body.
I gained 9 points of healing.
You owe me, Miss Conquest.
Well, I always pay my debts. Thank you so much. Did we win?
No, there's a zombie right behind her. Please help me.
Alellen, you're up next.
Oh boy. Spell slots. We don't have them. I don't particularly want to run in the chill touch. That'll work. Sure.
Okay. Make the attack.
Natural 20.
And I do believe it does extra to undead.
Does it?
Chill touch?
They just can't regain hit points. Oh wait. If you hit an undead target, it also has disadvantage on attack rolls against you until the end of your next turn. Okay, so that's not going to be super helpful.
All right.
But the 2d8 damage will be. I need another one of those. 9 points of necrotic damage.
Yeah. Connie.
All right. Well, and like as she's standing, like her knees buckle a little bit, but she, like stands up still, gets back into that fighting position. Just all right. You asked for it, and she is going to try and use her warhammer on the zombie that just got struck with the lich slap. So I'm gonna use inspiration on that one. That was a nat 1 to hit otherwise. So does a 12 hit?
A 12 does.
Aha! And that is goddamn 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. The zombie didn't like that.
Is it
It's
still
gonna
up?
It is.
Okay, because I
It's
have a
going-
bonus action I can do.
You do.
Yes. To use my War Cleric feature to give myself an additional attack.
So go ahead and take that.
Yeah. Well, hopefully I am able to do that. That would be a 10.
Which will hit.
Aha! All right. Well, eat it, chump. That's 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. I need to make a save.
You beat that person.
She definitely says, haha, eat it, chump!
As you strike it, the warhammer goes completely through the torso, but the head and arms conveniently fall right down, like the spine pieces connect. And while this zombie is a lot shorter, it is still up.
Amazing. I'm here for it.
And it is going to try and bite your ankle.
Ankle biters.
That's an 18 hit.
18 just hits.
4 points.
Okay. Ow!
There is one zombie that does not appear to have been harmed in any way whatsoever during this.
God.
And it's going to try and hurt Hu'Gurk. 20.
Hit.
4.
Level 1.
There it is.
Level 1.
Force exactly it. I tried to shove him and he chomps me and I'm like,
I hate this.
big guy down.
Make your death save.
All right.
God, who
wrote
puts
this
Dungeons in their
module?
adventures
Natty
anyway?
20.
Yeah!
You are back up. You have 1 hit point and can take your turn.
All right. Sweet. And I will. So yeah, it did the let's do the Hulk Hogan kind of thing where he bites me, I start to go down, and then I pull the zombie on him and stand back up and hit him in the head, I hope. Gurk. Yeah, both those are over 10. One's a 15 and the other's 11. Just brings the maces together. So 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 points of zombie smashy.
Vi.
There is this half zombie trying to bite at Connie's ankles. I don't like that. She's gonna take out her rapier and try to hit it with it. Let's see. I know where my things are. Does a 9 hit?
Yes.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Lots of hit points, not a lot of AC.
9 hit points.
Now, was this the one that just got hit by Hu'Gurk or the other one?
The one that was biting Connie's ankles.
Right. Okay. So I need to make another save. You said 9?
Yeah.
7 does not beat 9. It is down.
Yeah. She
There's
just
a-
takes the head and just slices it away from the zombie. See, I know how to use it.
Alellen, there's a single zombie left.
Oh, good. Excellent work, everyone. Very well done. Ah, chill touch. I have to roll that, don't I? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You don't just say the word and it happens. 19.
That'll hit.
4 points of damage.
Connie.
Connie is she's gonna go up towards where this last zombie is and just she'll put her shield onto her back and double hand her warhammer and then try and crack into this thing. Let's see it. That's hey a modified 20
That'll hit.
for a total of 11 points of bludgeoning damage. I am done with you.
This zombie has no legs, but is still up.
No legs, but it must scream. Okay. That's all Connie can do.
And it's gonna try and slap you. 12?
12 misses.
Hu'Gurk.
All
Please.
right.
End
It's,
it.
it's a half one on the ground again kind of thing. You took out its legs. All right. Dual maces. A natural 20 and a 19 to hit.
The natural 20 means that I wouldn't be able to roll for it to get up. And it has 1 hit point.
Ah, awesome. Hu'Gurk.
Alright. So as this final zombie wrapped in this cloth falls to the ground and is dusted, that's where we're going to pick it up next week.
Yay! Yay,
They
thank
remind
you
me
for
of
running
husband
this
number
game.
2. They just wouldn't die.
What?
What?
All right, so with that, I would like to say thank you to Cyber for running this game. This is incredible. I am enjoying this greatly.
Thank y'all for playing with me.
Yeah.
Thanks for killing us several times.
Thanks for hitting me so much.
And thank you for following Dom Henderson. GB, would you like to show them what happens?
Of course. When I'm on the show and someone gives us the big old follow, I take this maul and hit that guy right in the face.
So come back for more good bonks like that.
Yeah!
Bonk.
Bonk.
All right, so with that, I would like to ask, hey, Cyber, where can we find you? What do you do?
Hello, I'm Cyber. Also Connor. Also Arjan. Specifically, I'm Connor on my Twitch channel and my Twitter and my everything that you can find, where I am also CyberWolf121, which is cyberwolf121.live. You can see my Patreon there. I do conversions of Tal'Dorei stuff. You can see my you can see my Twitch. I play video games real bad and talk about lore. We're taking a break from Final Fantasy VII, and we're gonna play the SpongeBob game because man, I need a break. Yeah, just go there. Also check out jabroni.tv for other cool peeps and streamers. It's a good place. Yeah. But what's not on there, what's not on either of those websites, are the games I'm in. Clearly, I'm in this game, where I nervously take the DM seat. I'm also on the Monday game where my character Arjan originated from, and has a real fun time adventuring. Not traumatized at all. Also, this Saturday, specifically this Saturday only, for one night only, you will be able to catch me on off_the table. I will be playing in their charity stream Otterthon, where I'm going to be playing with friend of the channel's Katie Face and Where's My Dingus. I'm going to be playing a game of Bite Marks, where I'm going to be a werewolf. It's going to be fun.
Nice.
Stop on by. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, and Satan, where can we find you? What do you do?
Hi, I'm Satan. You can find me out as a vamp on Twitter and many Twitch streams. I play a lot of D&D. You can find me Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10 a.m. EST over at the Hype Goblins channel, where I DM a homebrew game where we're just having fun. It's very narrative heavy. I just want people to have fun. You can find me over Saturday nights at 8 o'clock EST, 8 p.m., where I play over at Plot Hunters, is my main channel, and we're all POC LGBTQ plus group. So if you want to support those spaces, come watch us. And we're starting a new adventure this Saturday, so that's real cool. And every other Saturday at around 4:30 p.m. EST, I play over at Valdrian's channel, where we're playing Dragon Age, and it's a really good game if you haven't played it before and want to learn. All the players haven't played it before, and our DM does a great job at teaching us and teaching you, the audience, how to play it. So if you're interested in a new system, come watch us. Anything else, if you follow me on Twitter, you can see what I'm doing, because I play in a lot of games, and I'm also here on Thursday. Soon I'll be
Time has no
on a
meaning.
Monday game over at Wandering DM. We'll be playing Castle Falkenstein. So if you want to catch that, it'll be interesting.
All right, excellent. And Ethan, where can we find you? What do you do?
That's me. I'm Ethan, at Ejthegrey on Twitter and Twitch. I play video games sometimes, including tomorrow. We're playing Dishonored right now. Very fun stuff. When I'm not doing that, I'm on some like tabletop streams. So Wednesday on High Shelf Gaming, which is the t-shirt, we're playing Blades in the Dark, and we're in way over our heads, making deals with demons and whatnot. And then Saturdays, sometimes when we play on Saturdays, I'm in the Cyberpunk game. So on the same channel, High Shelf Gaming, and that's all I do. I'm also on Jabroni TV with Connie, so
Yeah.
check that out.
And GB.
Greybeard or Greybeard's Tavern. Look at my Twitter. It should be up to date schedule wise, I think. But the next time you can find me, this is Thursday, is Sunday over on G Game Nights. You can see me over there at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Monster of the Week. And Sunday morning at 10 a.m., you can see me play with all my fun toys here at my channel, Greybeard Tavern at Twitch. And everything else is still not announced yet that I'm going to be doing for this season. So check the Twitter. It'll be there.
Excellent. And if you've made it this far, you probably already know who I am. But if you don't, hey fella, what's up? It's me, or Acorns. Sorry. I get really mixed up on that sometimes. Hey Acorns, what's up? It's me, your buddy, your pal, your friend, the Indoor Adventurer, the showrunner here at twitch.tv/Indoor Adventures. We do shows like this on Monday, Thursday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, as well as on Sunday at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We got our homebrew game. We got this game, our Tyrant Security game, and then we also got Tomb of Annihilation. And once a month, GB runs a wonderful game that we like to call Monster Noir. We don't know when the next version of it's going to be. You can also find Satan playing that game. It's a grand old time. But right now, we are going to be going into our after show called Nights in the Courtyard, where we answer questions not only from the community, but also from each other. So if you have any questions that you would like to ask us, consider either dropping them in the side chat over meow, or joining us on Discord, tagging us on Twitter, doing any of those fun things, and we will do our best to respond in kind. And that is, of course, if you go to...
Moon and Blue snuck another follow in on us.
Ah!
Oh, nice.
Moonlit Blues, thank you for the follow, GB.
I don't know if you heard the speech before, but I take this maul when someone gives us a new follow, and I hit that guy in the face.
Get that bomb.
Yes. Hit that bong.
Oh, hit that. Oh.
Anyways, you can join us at patreon.com/EndureAdventures. Connor.
Definitely listen to this first episode of Nights in the Courtyard for Tyrant Security, because we might tell you how to maybe get a little bit of audience participation into the show, and maybe figure out how to get entered into a giveaway. But you got to listen to the episode.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. Join us in Nights in the Courtyard, and you could possibly be entered into a giveaway. I think that's a swell idea. But we are going to be heading out, so I would like to say once again, thank you to Connor for running this wonderful game. Thank you to everybody who agreed to be part of this weird corporate adventure that we seem to be going on. And we'll see all of you guys next time. All right, everybody. Bye-bye!